The time has come to talk of yarny things, of slip stitches and colorful strings. I did it right.
Yay!
Welcome to Redheads Unraveled. We're excited. It's early here in the Central Time Zone, but not as early where Amanda is.
No,
so
it's always early where you are because we cater to me. Thanks.
It's okay. That works. That works really well for us. Hey, how's it going?
Great. How are you? Happy holidays.
Yes.
Our Christmas so festive
in the background. And our stockings are hung by the not fireplace with care. Usually I have the Yule log channel on, which is lots of fun. But I didn't get that turned on this morning. And Ralph just left this perch. So now I get to turn my back this way. He might, but it sounds like him and Sam are gonna have a wrestling match. Those are our cats and they're adorable. Yeah, so Amanda,
yeah,
I'm excited to talk to you today, and I made a list of things we're going to talk about, and it's over here on this lovely third monitor that I have going. So the first thing up is most important for the day. It is what's in your cup. It's our new segment.
I have some, do I have lipstick on my cup? Sorry. Mm-hmm. I have some Saigon chai in my happy little new cup. This is a gift from Katy. Look at those happy llamas. Aren't they adorable? Spicy chai. I love spicy chais anyway, but it's really been putting me in the winter mood.
I love these super amazing mugs from David's Tea, and they color change, so all the mountains are black in the morning, and then you put your hot water in it, and they change color, and they're so cute. And I love the little sunshine the best. Anyway, so I bought these the other, like a month ago now, I guess. It's been a while. And I bought one for Amanda and one for me because we all need some llama happiness in our lives. I have just plain Jane coffee in this one. This is my super cute penguin mug that I got when I was teaching. I don't remember who gave it to me. Some wonderful child, I'm sure, that I loved dearly at the time. And that was 5 years ago. And then in my llama mug, in this one, I'm having cocoa chai rooibos from David's Tea. It has pink peppercorns in it, and it's delicious. You know, you heard my timer go off a while ago, didn't you, Amanda?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot to take my tea out. Whoops. Oh, well, okay. Other thing I love about these mugs is they come with the little strainer. Works so well.
It does. It lets everything bloom, gets the water in there.
And for all my chais, I always put in, this is my favorite. It's natural, what is it? Coffee Mate Natural Bliss, and this is the sweet cream version, and I love it. It's just enough. Anyway, because I like not just milk. It's got to be a little sweeter than milk. Just a touch. Just a little bit. And I'm really sad because that was the very last of my cocoa chai rooibos, so I'm going to enjoy it. And then I had it in this cute, adorable tin that I got when I ordered all the tea for your Christmas presents. No, it came for free. It's adorable, isn't it? And it's got a little heart on it, and he's camping, and it's cute. And so now I got to find something else to put in there. So I think I have some more cinnamon French toast in the cabinet. So I think I have one there now. So anyway, let's see. All right, you're up.
I'm
up. What do you want to talk
about? So on the needles, I guess.
All right.
So what I've got, well, you guys saw when I finished Tofu Cat and all of Tofu Cat's body parts. They're just kind of shoved into Tofu Cat. Well, let me show you Pumpkin Cat Has all of Pumpkin Cat's body parts just shoved into Pumpkin Cat. But Chocolate Cat. On my noodles.
Chocolate, pumpkin, and tofu?
Yep. 3 joyful kitties. So I got Choco Cat on the needles now. These are the mill ends that we picked up at the Lion Brand outlet. Was it outlet? Lion Brand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, outlet.
It was the outlet, yeah.
This is super soft cotton.
Mm-hmm.
It has no forgiveness whatsoever. Like it's the harshest cotton. Like I've worked with other cottons because I love making toys, and when I make toys, I make them out of cotton. I've knit whole baby blankets out of cotton because I like to use cotton because it's still a natural fiber.
Right.
But other cottons, like you pull on it and it just doesn't give. It's like, nope, I've got no spring, I've got no stretch, I've got no bounce. This cotton, you pull on it and it just breaks. It's like, oh, I'm done. And so I'm like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean. I'm just kidding. It's particularly not great for toys because toys you want to knit at a super tight gauge.
Yes.
Because you don't want the fluff and stuff coming out.
Right.
So it's been an adventure. We've had no disasters, but it has been an adventure. The worst part has been actually weaving it, not weaving in the ends, but like just securing the ends. Like I don't do a super amazing job of weaving in ends on toys. I actually usually just put a knot in them and leave the long tails in there because it's not a garment and it's going to be filled with fluff and stuff. So like if I leave the long tails, the ends aren't popping out and that kind of stuff. But I can't even like thread the yarn back through itself as if you were weaving in ends, you know, just like slipping it through. That's too much. Sometimes it's like, oh, that hurts, pop. And I'm like, oh, great.
I didn't know. I haven't worked with mine yet, so that's good to know.
Yeah.
You should go really loose on that gauge.
Yeah, whatever you make it drapey. That's
all right. I can do that. I have 2 giant skeins of the same yarn that she's using in the tofu color.
I'm pretty sure that's not what they named it.
No, but that's what it's going to be forever for now because that's what you made out of it was a block of tofu. The person who's going to get this baby gift is going to be like, tofu?
Hopefully they're going to love it. Hopefully.
They will. I'm sure they're knee-deep in diapers and wonderful things right now. So, because the baby's already here, right?
Yes, but in my defense, I didn't know there was going to be a baby until basically the baby was almost here. So I am behind, but also I was uninformed. It's because I'm on Instagram and not the Twitters.
Yeah, I don't use Twitter either. I'm sorry, I'm behind, I guess.
All the people that I love, like not all the people, there are a ton of people that I love on the Twitters, and I'd love to be on the Twitters. I don't have the bandwidth. Makes me sad. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. What are you working
on? So much stuff. Let's see here. This is my big, like, right now project. And last night I finished the collar on this sweater. This is Archer.
Look at that bottom.
Yep, the hem is done. All I have left are sleeves. That's it. And I'm thinking I might be able to finish those like today. So, because they're short sleeves, like the ones I have on. So, and they pick up and they're short row, a little bit of short row shaping, and then, I mean, just basic sleeves. So, I'm pretty pumped. And the collar's all done. It's not laying like I want it yet. I'm hoping a good bath will help that. And but it has a a little broken rib for the collar and the hem, and I really like it. I think it's pretty. I'm using silky wool, Elizabeth Levold silky wool, and the colors are caramel and Prussian blue. And this sweater has so many short rows. Oh my gosh. The whole yoke, like the whole top, is just short rows. Like I did a bajillion short rows. It was crazy. And then the arch, giving the name Archer, is all short rows as well.
How did you do your short rows? Did you wrap and turn, or did you do the leg pull like the fish lips kiss socks?
So the leg pull, the twin stitch wouldn't work for this one. I love doing the twin stitch, and I prefer it. Like I did these short rows on these sleeves as the twin stitch, and I love the way it looks. Like it's just super clean. Because of the way that a lot of the short rows on this one were worked, where it was like on an edge, there was no space. There was nowhere to like pick up a leg. And so, or on the arch, there was nowhere to pick up a leg because you were coming along and picking up, you know, you were adding another color. So you were knitting along here. Well, there was no extra knit stitch to pick up. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. And so I did traditional wrap and turns, and they turned out fine. I got really good at seeing them. And what was nice is that these were really easy to see because of the stripes. So I wasn't like knitting past them very often. So, which is usually my big complaint with wrap and turns, is I just keep going. Stop counting. Don't ever pick them up. Yeah. But yeah, I really like this. I am doing a structured knit along class with this one, and I'm starting that on January 5th. So at Mockingbird Moon, and so if somebody else would like to knit along with us, and it's just going to be like a basic top-down sweater class. So if you have a top-down sweater that you want to make, especially in a lighter weight, I will be walking through the construction of that. So yeah, I'm excited about it. Super pumped.
Yay.
Okay. What else do I have? I have all kinds of things. Gotta grab the other bag here. Maybe. Okay, they all ran away. All my projects ran away.
Well, you look, I'll tell you what I don't have on the needles.
Okay.
We had an awesome experience a few weeks ago. She was our au pair, but while she was our au pair, she became a part of our family. And now the girls call her Aunt. They call her Chia, which is Portuguese for aunt. She lives in Manhattan. We do holidays with her. We celebrate all sorts of stuff with her. We see her all the time. She became a citizen. And so we went to her citizenship ceremony. Amazing. And I had my yellow hat in my purse because
not morale.
And the security at whatever federal building we went into threw away my knitting needles.
So you told me that, and I really wanted to ask you, but you were busy because you were going to the ceremony. Did they throw away your knitting too?
No, I have my knitting.
They let you rescue your knitting. Okay.
I had to take my knitting off the needles.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't let me into the building. They said I needed to take it out of the building and I needed to return without it. However, there's a big, long security line, and if I had done that, I would have been late for the ceremony, which I wouldn't have been late for the ceremony, but there was no way for me to know that. I would have been late for the time I was told to be at the ceremony. And, like, where would I have put them? Like, I would have shoved my knitting into a bush? Like, I told them, I was like, I'm from New Jersey. I'm in Manhattan. What do you mean, take them somewhere else? What I can't. what are you talking about? And they're like, no, these are not acceptable. They can't go in. And I'm knitting this on fingering weight yarn. So we're not talking about like size 15 shafts. We're not even talking about like size 9. If I was going to be violent, I'd be violent with like a size 7, 8, or 9 because I feel like that's got the heft you need. No, these things are smaller than a pen or a pencil. To which my husband starts pointing this out. He's like, these are way less dangerous than this pen. And I'm like, stop pointing out the other more dangerous things in my purse. This is not the time for this. So he was like, well, can we just come back for it? Can we just take these off and come back for it? And like, I've gone through so much airport security with my knitting. I always bring a self-addressed envelope when I go to the airport because I know there's no way you can go back, right? You're getting on an airplane. So, but if you have a stamped envelope, they're supposed to pop that in the mail for you. I say supposed to because I've never been put in a situation where I've had to test it. I have flown internationally. I have flown across the country. I have flown all over the place and never once have had even the hint of having to test it. But this particular federal building, I took my knitting into jury duty.
When did you do that?
When I was living in Brooklyn.
So I have seen other people say that before at the Social Security office. They've gone to like do stuff and like change names and whatever, and they say that there's now a sign on there that says no knitting, which I'm like, really? That's what you're gonna pick to? But you know, whatever. Sorry, if I had thought
help me find the terrorist.
Building.
Help me find the terrorist to threaten somebody with a knitting needle, because we need to take that person down. I got a pair of size 8s with his name on them.
All right, fair enough.
So that is my project, not on the needles. I've been so distraught about it. It's sitting in the bag. I haven't opened it again. I haven't even looked to see if I have the size needles to replace it. I haven't ordered the size. I'm just upset. I need a timeout.
It'll be okay. It will all work out in the end. If it hangs around long enough, I'll pick it up for you when I come visit.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm just cranky.
It's okay. It's totally understandable. I mean, you have like that's a lot of knitting, you know? So,
it's almost done too.
It is. Like, it's super close to done, right? Like you were on the last repeat or something like that.
Yeah. Close to decreases. And decreases on a hat.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what are you working on?
Okay. So I've been working on this year-long project, right? For the shop that I teach at sometimes. And it's that building with lace shawl. And so I wanted to show it off because it's now super duper impressive because it's crazy long.
It's
all lace. And we're doing a circular pattern right now.
Oh, wow.
Circular design. So it's very curvy. Before that, we did, I don't remember, something with things pulling in. I can't remember the name of. And then we did beads. And then we did cables and lace. Sorry, I have to look at it upside down. And then we did baubles and pulled things in. And then we just learned how to do lace. So it's going to be like 7 foot long whenever.
It's incredible.
It's got like 3 more sections to go. So 3 more of the little sections like that, the 6-inch sections, and then it's doing border on it. So I'm about a third of the way through this section, and then I have Noops, which was the lesson that we taught this month, and then next month is design on both sides. So two-sided knitting. So you're doing like pattern on both sides instead of just purling back. You actually have to do things on the other side. And then we're gonna do an applied border after that.
Nice.
So, and it's this really cute sawtooth edge, and it's supposed to be all beaded, but I'm not doing 600 whatever beads that it's supposed to be. No, not happening. Not happening at all.
Boundaries.
Yeah, well, that's an important part of knitting, especially knitting for not me. So I don't get to keep that at the end. That's okay. And then I've been working on socks a lot lately. So I have another pair on the needles. This pair is for my sister's boyfriend. Because I finished Sarah's socks. I think I finished Sarah's socks since I talked to you guys last. And I finished Dean's socks, and I finished my mother's socks. And I finished some socks that Amanda has.
Are we getting into FOs? Is that what we're doing now?
Yeah, because I don't think I have anything else that I'm like really, really working on. Oh, wait, maybe I do. No, I don't know where it is. Anyway, Spiced Cocoa was the other thing I was going to talk about. It's a mitten pattern, and I love it. It's fabulous. It's made out of this yarn. It's a DK. It's this lovely brown color. It's kind of got a blue tinge to it right now because it's dark here. Hang on, let me see if I can take it out of the bag here. This is my knitting bag. It goes everywhere, and it's really full of stuff. How's your family?
They're doing great. They're doing great.
Are they peeking in around the corners there?
Yeah, literally, you invited them and they showed up. You say the words and those things happen.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Hi.
Go sit down.
Okay.
So
I know there's a mitten in here somewhere, but I just don't know where it is.
Here are the amazing socks that you made that I took off. Oh, the sun is coming in, so I have to be careful with my lighting here. That I took off for the occasion of talking to you because
yes,
it was really hard to take them off. I put them on the moment I opened them, and have not been able to stop wearing them because they're so cuddly and Christmassy and perfect. They fit wonderfully.
Yay! Oh, good.
I love them so much. And they're beautiful. They have this great lace work on the top. I love them.
So the pattern is It Will All Shake Out Socks by Little Bitty Designs. And she's lovely. And I did she had a contest on Instagram to win the pattern, which I did. And I also won yarn. She sent me yarn for, yeah, I think I showed you. I won yarn, and this is what she made the originals out of. And it's called Meanwhile I'll Be Hanging Up Twinkle Lights. And it's this pretty multicolor gorgeousness with this white background and then toe and heel contrast. I was so excited.
I did not realize that it was a win.
Yeah, it was like she did like 5 or 6 games, and because the girl who I would tell you who dyed the yarn, because it's not the same girl, I would tell you who, but I can't remember for one because she posted the contest and said who was dyeing the yarn because she had given her 5 or 6 skeins of this yarn, and then promptly went out of business.
Oh no!
And I was like, oh well, okay. But I will post who it is on our Instagram so that you guys can find her, because she was selling out of everything, and so she had some really good deals on yarn.
All right.
When I was looking, the yarn for your socks is Cascade Heritage sock prints, and it's in colorway 13, which is the super coveted holiday colorway. So it's hard to find sometimes, some yours. And yours took 47 grams. So I have 53, so I'm going to make myself a pair.
Yay!
And I know, I'm so excited. I think that is it. Yes. Oh, you need to open your advent calendar for today.
Like right now?
Like right now.
Can I do my other FO? Like, yeah. I have an FO? Are we moving on from FOs?
No.
Oh. So,
no.
I'm confused. So Katy has made me an advent calendar, which is, I will be the first person to tell you that I am one of the most spoiled people in the entire world. I have been since the moment I was born. I was the only granddaughter to a woman who had 2 sons. So I was the girl that she wanted. I've been spoiled my whole life, and Katy continues this tradition as if anyone needed to. My husband spoils me, my friends spoil me, my children spoil me, my family spoils me. I am spoiled, as evident by the fact that my friend Katy made me a custom, tailored to me advent calendar. Every day for the month, I've been opening a little present just for me, hand-selected by someone who knows me, just to bring me joy.
That's true. It brings me a lot of joy too, because I get to then watch you open the presents. That's part of the deal, is she has to send me a video every day of her opening a present. So don't expect this, everyone. Don't expect this.
Okay. So, all right. So I waited because I knew we'd be chatting. So I have today's. It's cushy.
We're in FO, so you know.
I forgot about these.
Yes.
I have all this stuff everywhere. I can't get the light. I did not know that the sun was going to come through that window.
Oh. I think if you put it into the light, you'll be able to see the colors too. Yeah, you can see the colors.
All right.
It doesn't wash out that much. Oh yeah, that's pretty.
That's gorgeous.
So that is the Chappelle wool that we were talking about last time. The boots yarn. That is 40% cotton and 60% wool, or 3% wool and 12% nylon. And that is Hermione's everyday pattern. I sent you the little card that has everything on it.
I've got it. I'm looking at it right here. Pulling it up. It is 44% superwash wool and 42% balm wool. That doesn't look like it's English.
Virgin wool.
And 14% polymade.
Nylon.
Oh, there's the English. Wait. Yeah. 14% cotton. No, nylon. That's not the English. There's so much on here that's not English.
I know. There's a lot to it. But the yarn is super reasonable, and it's a lot of fun. And, yeah. And I made her long socks, guys. I made her
Warning. I can't. There we go. Knitting can be addictive. Oh, I love this. Perfect composition of wool and merk cotton blend. So there is cotton in it.
Yeah, it's like 42% cotton or something. It's like equal parts cotton and wool.
I'm so confused by their tags because they're not made for me. Maybe balm wool is cotton. Maybe balm wool means plant wool.
Maybe.
Which is cotton.
I don't know. Got me. I have no idea.
I'm going to guess 44% wool, 42% cotton, and 14% nylon. That's going to be my guess.
That would add up to be close to 100. Right? No, that would be 100.
Okay, because there's no other percentages on here. All right, so you just carry on. I'm putting these on my feet right now.
Okay, so I used Hermione's everyday favorite socks pattern for that one.
Oh my god, they fit so good.
Yes. So, like months ago, I asked Amanda to send me her sock blank because that's one of the things that whenever I make Fish Lips Kiss heels and socks, I use a sock blank. So, like last year, Amanda and Mike made me this loveliness. This is my foot. That's my name on it and everything. Out of wood. And so I use it for all of my socks, But then, like I said, for my sister's boyfriend, I have this is his blank. And so that fits in his socks.
I love that there's a number right in the middle of his foot. Like, I don't know. Like that is his code number? No, on the other side.
It's the No. What box it came from. Who knows? Probably some Amazon box.
Yeah, it's just really well placed.
On the front side it has the measurements because I did the math on these. So, and worked that out. But so I asked Amanda for a foot blank. I still don't have one. So I guessed based on my foot what size her foot was.
I made one and it was not good because I made it myself.
Yes.
It's better to have somebody do it with you. When you make a sock blank with a friend.
Yes.
And so I then asked my husband to help me make one, and he made one with me, and it was worse. Because he was like, oh, I'm smarter than the sock blank process. I'm going to just take some liberties and draw the lines where I think they belong. Nope. I'm like, wait, no.
That's not how this works. The lines are there for a reason.
So I was like, I'm going to just wait until Katy comes and we'll make one together.
Yes.
So I'm putting some of this burden back on you.
Okay, sounds great. I love it. Speaking of socks, I am doing my toe up 2 at a time sock class again at Mockingbird Moon starting January 4th. It's the Friday class, and it's 3 weeks in a row. So it's the 4th, the 11th, and the 18th. And that's 2 to 5 in the afternoon there. So if somebody would like to join in and learn how to make socks toe up 2 at a time with the Fish Lips Kiss heel, because that's the only way to make socks, obviously. And you can tell by Amanda's new socks that you can put any pattern you want in them and make beautiful things that fit, even when your recipient doesn't send you your sock. It's okay. I don't mind. Like I said, I just fudged it a little, and I'm really glad they fit. So
they fit great. They're so comfy. My feet were also so cold because I took my Christmas socks off so that I could show them to you.
Hey, I want you to tell us about your cardigan that you're wearing right now. Yeah.
So I got this cardigan from Stitch Fix.
Because you look so cute and cozy, and
and I love it. And it's got these giant pockets that are way too tempting to put things in. And look at the pockets go all the way up into the collar. And I actually have something in my queue like this. I think it's called like the Farmer's Market cardigan or something. I didn't know I was going to be quizzed on this, so I didn't look it up. Okay. But I actually have something in my queue that has the same like structure where the collar kind of folds over and then it goes all the way down into these giant folded pockets. And I love it. However, I will tell you, as a mom with a sweater with pockets, they're tempting and you want to put everything in them. And I do. And then all of a sudden my pockets that sit at my hips
are not
down to my knees because sweaters stretch.
Yes, they do. That's funny. It's gorgeous, though. It looks so nice. Okay, what's your other FO? I want to hear about that, too.
Oh. So this one, it is finished. I got it off the needles the night before last, but I didn't put it in the bath because I wanted to be able to show it to you guys. I didn't want it to be wet. It's a bandana cowl. Ooh.
It's blue, right? Or like
it's black with blue flecks. Do you see how I just slipped that on? Like,
yes.
Like I was. It's black with blue flecks.
Oh, and the sunshine, that's so pretty. Yeah. I love it.
So I saw this yarn in Building B.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have brought the tag. The tag is sitting on the couch downstairs. Building B at Rhinebeck on day 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself, Amanda, it is the first stall that you've walked into on the first day of Rhinebeck. You need to just slow your roll and chill.
Yes.
And I continued to think about this yarn every single moment of Rhinebeck ever since. And so before we left, I was like, I need to go back to Building B because I have to have that yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So we went back to Building B, and I bought this yarn and an insane amount of other yarn. I hit Building B really hard on the last day of Rhinebeck.
Oh man.
It was an expensive trip back to Building B. But it was a cuddly trip back to Building B.
It's beautiful. I really like it.
So this is 100 grams.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I might have made it just a little bit small. I don't know. We watched Bird Box.
Okay.
Which is scary. We watched Bird Box while I finish this. This is all short rows. So you start down here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a Pearl Soho pattern. I love their I don't know, they're simple but elegant designs.
Yeah.
So you start down here and you do this and it's all knit in the round. Sorry, I've got my ends on it still because I don't cut my ends off until after I give it a bath because I like everything to.
Yes.
And then, anyway, you knit this in the round, and then you do short rows,
mm-hmm.
and then you do some decreases right up here, and then you do this part. And then you bind off.
Like closer to your neck?
Yeah, just to pull it in. Yeah. But as I was doing my decreases, I did a count, and my number was at the goal number, like 2 sets of decrease rows early. But I was also short on yarn. So I was like, cool, I'm done. And I started the next section. So I think it's supposed to be just a little bit taller.
Don't turn all the way off.
Here.
Wait.
What's wrong?
Come back here, channel thingy.
I'm here.
There we go. How do I select that? Amanda, it's beautiful. There you are.
Here I am.
Sorry, I was trying to turn you down just a little bit, and somehow I hit the wrong button, and then you went away. And you didn't go away. I can still see you, mouth moving. But
oh, dear.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, I think it's supposed to be a little bit taller. Okay. But like I said, I was running out of yarn. They recommend at very least 100 grams. And I had just 100 grams. So cutting it a little short was smart for me. I ended up with about a yard of yarn left at bind off. I was cutting it close.
Yeah, you're playing some real yarn chicken there.
But it's cuddly and it's warm. I probably could have gone up a needle size too because it's a little dense, but it might be better after it washes. So
it'll probably relax a little. Yeah. And it's super cute.
Thanks.
I love it. I love that so much. So you've been knitting, which I'm super, super excited about. But you've also been doing other things that are crafty, and we want to hear about those too.
So I have a Cricut cutting machine. And last year I made my aunt and uncle some glasses they're green glasses and they have the Grinch's face on them. I cut out some vinyl and I put it on there. And we used them one night, and the moment my aunt washed them, half of the Grinch's face fell off. I was so embarrassed and I felt so bad. So I love the glasses, but there was a problem. I wanted to fix it. This year, we had 2 guests coming over on the same day. And I was like, that's not quite a party because they're coming over at different times of day, but it kind of feels like a party. It's the closest thing I'm having to a holiday party. So to get ready for it, I made these. See, again, the sun.
No, it's beautiful. I love them.
So can I put a piece of paper in there? It's not that paper.
I can see it.
Can you
totally see it? Oh, yeah.
All right. So this is my Grinch glass. And so what I did was, instead of making the vinyl, I cut out a stencil out of vinyl, and then I used etching cream, and I just etched that straight into the glass. That's not coming off ever. That Grinch is there forever. So now I have a set of Grinchy glasses. I have another set to make for my aunt. And I've got a set of blue glasses that I'm planning on turning into something for Katy and Dean.
We're excited.
But because of other things, they did not get done in time for their holiday box. Their holiday box just had to go out, and clearly that didn't happen fast enough either.
It'll show up. Don't worry.
It'll get there.
It's okay. We're not worried. We're Christmasing already anyway, so there you go.
So yeah, that's my FOs.
I love them. They're so great. Yeah, man. So since the last time we talked on camera, Dean and I went to Seattle for a couple of days and had a blast, and I bought so much yarn. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that was in Amanda's box that came from Seattle, so she could probably share more of what's there. But and then I did buy some yarn. So I was going to show you a couple of things for that. But I was also talking about other adventures. What else did we do? We went to 10 yarn stores while we were in Seattle because yarn. And Dean went to a conference, which was great. And he learned lots of things. And we ate lots of good food. And yeah, so what else did we do? We went to Jamaica for a week, which was awesome. And I didn't get sunburned. A redhead went to Jamaica and didn't get sunburned. It's amazing. Dean got sunburned.
The Christmas miracle.
It was. We had a wonderful time, and we went with our friends who live in Virginia. And so we met them there. We had a great time with them. I knit on the plane ride down there. I knit on Amanda's boot socks there. And then I didn't touch them for a while we were there. So,
that's okay.
I didn't even do anything while we were there. But that's okay. We had a fun time. And then what have you been up to? So we had Thanksgiving at our house. We had 8 people here and we had a great time. And then what else did we do? We went to see Dean's parents last weekend. So we had Christmas down there, and yeah, we've been busy. Busy people.
We had Thanksgiving here, which was nice. We went to Rhinebeck right before our last chat. So I talked to you guys about that. And then the reason we missed our last chat was because of all of these travels. Plus, we went to PAX Unplugged, which has nothing to do with knitting, but it has to do with my other favorite hobby, which is playing board games. And we spent the entire weekend hanging out, talking to board game designers, checking out new and unpublished board games, playing board games with our friends, and a bunch of our friends showed up, which was completely unexpected because none of them were coming until like the very last minute, and then all of them were there. It was so much fun. We brought the girls. The girls spent most of the time on their computers. I think that they're going to be more engaged in board games in a year when they're confident and comfortable reading on their own. So right now the girls will play a lot of cooperative games with us because when we can cooperate, we could read all the cards excuse me, we all have a little bit of a cold and I'm starting to get stuffy. When we play cooperative board games, we can all read the cards together and they don't feel like they're out on their own so much. But when we play a competitive game, if there's any reading involved, they get a little frustrated with it, and they don't get very far. So, but I think their reading skills are strong enough that we could start playing Flux, because I know, right? I also picked up some Doctor Who Flux. I know.
That's so fun.
And I think that there's other reading games that we can start playing that I think that once they play them a couple times, they'll realize that they're good enough. They are good enough readers to do it. They just don't know that they're good enough because they don't see themselves as readers yet, even though I see them reading every single day. They're excellent readers. We just need to get that little switch turned on in their head so that they realize what great readers they are. And once that confidence happens, I think that they'll be playing a lot more games with us. So I'm hoping when we go next year, they'll spend less time on their computers and more time playing with us. But we had a blast. I went to this amazing presentation called Hand Her a Sword, which was all about building confidence in young girls with RPGs. And the whole thing filled me with joy. I love it.
I am so glad. That sounds wonderful. You can see Ralph now. He's laying on the couch.
Hi, Ralph. He's always watching. He wants to know.
He's listening. He's probably asleep, actually. But yeah, that sounds like so much fun. Did you show off your super cool thing, or is that wrapped up?
Super
that
cool
you got for me as well.
From you.
For me.
For you.
At PAX.
Oh! Yours is in your box, but I can go get mine. I'll be right back.
Okay. While she does that, I am going to chat with you for a second. I get to hang out and see what's up with Amanda all the time. And so she was telling me the other day about how they went to the zoo with the Girl Scout troop, and they had such a wonderful time. And that the animals were so starved for attention that they all would come out and see the girls when they would be there. And the girls were so cool because they got to see all the cool animals at the zoo. And I really enjoyed hearing about their adventure going to the zoo the other day. So,
yeah, it was amazing. Like, we would just walk up to any of the things, and they were so starved for attention. Just walk right back up to us and check us out, and they'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" The hyenas walked up, the lions walked up, the monkeys walked up and put on a show. It was awesome.
That is amazing.
So the reason I forgot about it was because it was in the cursed bag of the yellow hat.
Okay, but that bag is super cool. You have to.
I know. I love this bag.
We got it at the Yarn Diva in somewhere in New Jersey. Do you remember the name of the town?
Nope.
Super cute.
Anyway. All right, so you will be seeing these in the near future, but you heard it here first. This is a ring that I picked up at PAX. So, the sunlight. They have these. Can you see this?
Yes.
It is, this one I'm using as a row counter on my hat, which, where am I at? There it is. So here's the one. See how it's got the different color? So I can keep track of where I am? I'm on 17. Okay, I'm going to remember that. So it's got a nice, satisfying little click as you go through. I don't know if I'm going backwards. I'm going backwards.
You are going backwards, but that's okay.
And so you can use this as a row counter. They have it for gaming, for like tracking your lives or your points, and lots of games have this requirement. They have rings that they use for rolling dice, is basically where it started. So instead of clicking, you spin it, and it spins, and then it stops where the little pointer is, and then you know like what you rolled. So if you've got a ring that's a D20, you spin it and it lands on an 18, great roll, or it lands on a 0 or a 1. Critical loss. Anyway, But they made these ones for keeping tracks of points and stuff. They're excellent for keeping track of your knitting. Because you can put it on your thumb, you can put it on your pointer finger. It's right there while you're knitting. You don't have to like drop to make a mark or stop what you're doing. You just like, your fingers are all right there anyway. You just click it on. And it goes along, and it's super convenient. I've been loving it. I keep it in my project bag with my project. I could have 30 of these. Maybe not 5, because I usually only have about 5 projects that I'm willing to let languish at a time. But they have been marketed to gamers with this little, oh, hey, and by the way, if you knit or crochet, people say they're great for this too. What I found out at PAX from the people was they just signed a deal with Knitter's Pride. You will be seeing them. They're going to be coming out for knitting stuff, but I wanted mine, I don't know if you can see that, with a little dragon in it. My dragon.
Gosh, love.
Yeah. I wanted my dragon in it because I'm the mother of dragons. You might not know this, but the girls were born in the year of the dragon. Yes. So I like to brag about being the mother of dragons. I wanted mine with that little dragon in it. I don't know when they get marketed through Knitter's Pride, I don't know if they're going to have the dragon, because that's really a gamer.
I don't think they do. I've seen them.
Have you?
Yeah, so I saw them at Mockingbird Moon probably about a month ago, right before you went to PAX. So I had seen them, and I played with one, which is why I knew my sizing, because I was like, tried that out. And I don't remember there being a dragon in them. Okay. But yeah, they and really reasonable, like for an investment piece, for something you're going to wear all the time. You know, think like the leather bands, you know, and everything that we wear, the wrist rulers. It's comparable to that.
They also have a lifetime guarantee on them.
That's awesome.
So if you order them and you get the wrong size, you can send it back. Also, they told me
through the company that you worked with. I don't think with Knitter's Pride they have that guarantee.
Okay, so maybe order them with the dragon, because dragons are awesome.
Yeah.
They told me that if we had gotten them for the girls, and they were like, the girls could wear them for the next year or 2 years, and when they were too small, we, under that warranty, could send them back and get a bigger size until they're full-grown people.
That's craziness.
Which is awesome. And as soon as the girls are responsible enough to take care of something like that, is...
Yeah. Sure. That's awesome. No, I love it. That's so great. You got some dragon stuff in your box this time. I got you.
I did. So all of my box stuff is like fully integrated into my life.
Of course it is.
All over the house.
I did get her some little laser cut stitch markers. They have dragons on them. They are from Mad Cow Yarns in Seattle. Not Seattle, but you know, one of those little towns around Seattle. And the owner of the shop's husband makes them, and they are fabulous, and she was fabulous, and yeah, I was really excited about it. He also does custom boxes, like yarn boxes, and I almost got you a dragon yarn box because he like will like etch your name into them as well.
Oh, and, wow.
So I was like, oh,
they're gorgeous. Cool. My little stitch markers are these little like wood circles, and they each have a little dragon head on them, and then the start of the round stitch marker has a full flying dragon on it, and it's amazing.
It's pretty awesome. Okay, so we should talk about other things now, because we got to get through our list so we can not take up everyone's time. Because yeah, yes, I'm supposed to call Tabitha in a little while too. So
tell her I said
do you have yarn? Do you have any yarn?
I have no new yarn acquisitions. Oh, I do. They're downstairs. So I'll just tell you, I bought some yarn for a friend for Christmas. It was Miss Babs's, I I think it was her Cyber Monday sale because it was not her Black Friday sale, whatever. And I wasn't paying enough attention because I don't pay enough attention to anything now. And I ended up with just the toe accents in a sock kit. So it was the sock needles, it was the bag, it was a stitch marker, it was all the stuff you needed for socks. And the yarn was just the toe accent. It was not a whole skein of sock yarn.
That's interesting.
There wasn't enough yarn to make socks.
Right.
And I was like, I bought this sock kit for a friend because she's been talking about wanting to make socks. I couldn't give that to her. I bought it for because it was named Zombie Games, and we've been playing a game with zombies in it, and it was all perfect and appropriate, but no. Yeah. So I went and I was like, I'm just going to buy her a full skein of the Zombie Games, and then I bought myself an accent color, or I bought myself a main color to go with the accent color of the Zombie Games, and then I'll just knit a pair of socks to go along with her as I'm teaching her how to knit the socks. So I now have a new set of Miss Bab's sock yarn in Secret Clues and Zombie Games.
It's gorgeous. Maybe she'll post a picture of it on Instagram later.
Yes.
Because I've seen it.
I bought it because Christmas secrets.
Sorry. Was it supposed to say that?
No. She got it. She got it.
Oh, she's already gotten it. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Did she like it? Yeah, because she's already back in Arkansas.
Yep.
We saw that. Yeah. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Okay, so yarn. So I said we went to Seattle. I said I bought yarn.
Let's see it.
I also bought a bag. It says happy bag on it.
Happy.
This is my happy bag, and right now it's full of yarn. Okay. This is Knitted Wit Victory Sock in Redwood, part of their National Park series. And these is going to be Dean's socks, new socks for Dean. Got this one at Serial Knitters. Love their store, super cute. And I'm going to give you plugs for all the store names if I can remember them. Sometimes I don't remember them, so forgive me. This was in the clearance rack at Maker's Mercantile. It is Liberty Alpacas, and it's a farm in Washington. Sure. Yes. And it was in the clearance rack, and so it was like $18 for 100% alpaca. It's so squishy. So that one's fun. Okay, we went to an alpaca farm outside of Carnation. Apparently they live on the same road as the lady who owns Tolt with her sheep, the yarn store Tolt. Anyway, so we went there and we chatted, and it was lovely. And it's Cascade Rose alpacas. They don't have like an official website or anything, but if you're ever in the area, they have like a little shop on the farm, and you can watch the little baby alpacas run around, and it's adorable. It was pouring down rain, and it was crazy, but it was so much fun. Love this color. Dean picked it out. Also super squishy. Not $18. A little more than $18. But way fun. It's going to be, I think I'm definitely going to do a hat out of it because just a really basic hat. So I'm going really fast. Look, it's getting loud outside. Okay, so this one is from All Wound Up. I believe it's in Edmonton.
Oh, that's fun.
And it is it's called Winter Rainbow. It's the name of the color. And it's from Polka Dot Sheep. And I think they dye out of Montana. Yeah, Whitefish, Montana. Love the color. It's so fun. Okay. This was a gift from one of my friends. She went to Rhinebeck. She brought me some Into the World. And it's gorgeous. And I'm really excited about it. And I got it like the day before I went to Seattle, so that's why it's in the bag. It's called Pomegranate Blossom, and it's the Pakuku sock. The Superwash Nylon blend.
Yep. I'm with you.
No, I don't know the name of it. Sorry. Okay, so that brings us to the next part of our thing. Oh, no. Yes, it is. Okay. We're going to Vogue Knitting Live. Amanda and I are going to Vogue Knitting Live in New York City at the end of January. Less than a month, like a month away. I will be at your house in a month. I know, I'm so excited. We might try to do a podcast or vlogcast while we're there.
Maybe. Together in the same space.
I know, it'd be craziness. We might try to do that. I know we said we would try to do that in August, but that didn't happen. So we'll try again. And I know that your family is totally ready for you to hang out with them, so I'm sorry. Anyway, so I'm taking a all-day Saturday steeking class, all about steeking sweaters. So it's like all steek, no risk, all reward steeks. Okay. Anyway, so I have to have a sweater to cut.
Not that one. That one has a tree on it.
No, I won't be cutting this one. This is my gold grid, and it has a tree on it, and I love it. It's going to stay intact. I am bringing in my very first sweater, my blue Time is Blue timeless sweater out of the Hourglass sweater out of the Last Minute Knits book, the first one. I will be bringing that one because it's older. It's a little big. It was my very first sweater. The sleeves are giant. I was like, if I'm going to cut a sweater that I've knit, that's probably going to be it. But that's, I want to actually knit a sweater that I can cut. So I'm going to.
In a month.
In a month. So I'm finishing Archer like today, hopefully. It's only 7:30 here. I have like a bajillion hours left in the day.
Enough of the time.
And I've only had 1 cup of coffee. So I'm going to knit with these yarns, which are also from Seattle. And I'm going to be knitting out of the Strange Brew book. Where did it go? I had it pulled out. Hang on. Oh, there it is. And here it is. I found it. This book by Tin Can Knits. Love this book. Oh my gosh. If you don't own it, you need to own it. Everyone says so, including me. Okay, so that got really dark. In here there is so many sweaters, but my favorite part is that at the beginning she talks all about sizing and basically how to make your own yoked sweater, top down or bottom up, with building your own like pattern, choosing whatever yarn you want. Like they're made for all the sizing is done and all the math is done for all the yarn sizes and all of the sizes, like taught baby through like men's 3X. Like it's ridiculous. Like this book is just, it's worth its weight in gold. It really is. Okay, anyway, so and she talks about floats and all the wonderful things about like steeking. And so out of this book, I want to knit this moraine. That's the sweater that I'm going to turn into a cardigan in my steeking class.
Yay!
So, okay. And I'm really, really, really excited about that. So, while we were in Seattle, I picked out yarn for it. And I got this super amazing, I haven't seen this before, but apparently it's pretty new. And I got it at Knittery. Knittery. And this is Patagonia from Juniper Moon Farms. And it is DK weight. And it's 382 yards. 382 yards. It's crazy. And it was like $15. And it's amazing. And it's wool. And it's soft. And it's lovely. And I'm really excited about it. And it's this gorgeous purple color. I don't know if you can see it like as well. But it's a really great plum color. So that's going to be my main body color. And then we went to Tolt on their 5th anniversary. which was a madhouse. And I had a lovely time because I had to stand and talk and knit. I swear I started your boot socks, and I was knitting away on these boot socks. I knit the entire toes while I stood in line at Tolt to check out while we were there, though. So I bought this Verdant in light gray from Abundant Earth Fibers. So squishy. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's Rambouillet and Merino, and it's just like, it's heaven in yarn. And I can't wait for you to touch it. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, so that's going to be the snowflake color.
I love it.
And then for the third contrast color, Dean picked this out at the Tea Cozy Yarn Shop in Seattle as well. And this is Stonewall. And this is their Ozark color, number 3. And it's like this really nice cerulean blue. And so that's going to be the third color. And it's Cormo. It's awesome as well. This sweater is going to be so woolly. I live in Arkansas. Like, I never get to wear wool sweaters.
But it'll be a cardigan. You can wear it open.
It'll be fine. Anyway, it's going to be gorgeous. I'm so excited.
It is going to be gorgeous. Okay. I love it.
There were plugs for all those stores because I loved all of them. And I bought the Strange Brew book at Seattle Yarns. It's also where I got your Nerdbird Makery pen. The Knitting is Magic unicorns.
I love that one. It has 2 unicorns, and they're knitting together with their horns. And it says Knitting is Magic. My girls particularly love it. They're a little confused. They're like, are they twins? Do they go everywhere together? How do they walk?
It's magic. Okay. So I'm going to do that, which I'm super duper excited about. I said that new sock class I'm doing. I think I'm going to make Dean socks while I'm there, while I'm doing that class. So out of the redwood yarn. So excited about that. I don't really want to talk about that one. This is Hedgehog Fibers. This is their Salty Tails colorway. It's kind of this bluish purple base. And then it's got specks of all the colors going throughout of it. And I am going to be knitting a sweater called Portage. It's a cardigan. Lovely honeycomb cables all the way down the back. Pockets like your sweater that you're wearing, where the shawl collar that goes down into the pockets. The sleeves are crazy long. So I'm currently buying this one skein at a time, or 2 skeins at a time, so that I have enough to go. Because it's not like I don't have enough sweaters quantities of yarns hanging around my house. But this was the color that it needed to be.
Yarn. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the color that it really needs to be. So this is it, and I'm really excited about it. I'm doing a knit-along walkthrough class with that starting in March. So if you're interested. Love the pattern. Lots of fun. Okay, I'm good. What are your plans? I talk so much. Okay, there you go.
All right. So are we to the awesome of the month?
Yeah, if you have something to say about Vogue Knitting Live or
Vogue Knitting, I am going to a class on dyeing. I'm taking a class on ombre dyeing. So I need to come up with a color scheme. That is my goal. Haven't done that yet.
It's going to be beautiful no matter what.
I know, which makes it so hard to come up with something because everything's a good idea.
Yeah, it's true. I agree.
There's all good ideas. So you're just like, yeah, I'll do that. No, wait, I'll do that. Yeah, that one's good too.
Do a purple to blue.
I was thinking green to blue.
Ooh, that would be pretty too. I like that.
Yeah.
Redheads and green. You know.
Yeah. Well, and also the girls' favorite colors right now are green and blue.
Oh, well, there you go. Maybe that's the way to go.
But so then they'll want whatever I make out of it.
Are they providing a skein for you to dye, or?
I think so, because I have to provide a little bit of extra cash when I get there.
Okay.
They didn't bring anything but a little bit of extra cash.
And we are going to the Woolly World of West Knits lecture together.
Which is going to just be fabulous.
It will be.
I'm excited.
It's going to be amazing. And then on Friday, I'm also doing the crochet tips, the working in the correct way. Because you know I'm a terrible crocheter. Awful. And I admit my faults, but I figure that maybe I can get better if I practice.
Yeah. Practice will make everyone better.
So
you know who's become a crocheter? Kelly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, she finished her first scarf.
She finished her first scarf. She started it approximately 5.5 years ago. When the girls were born, she came and she saw me knitting and she was like, I want to learn how to do that. So I taught her how to knit. We went to Lion Brand and I bought her scarf yarn.
I remember you buying that.
And she made a fisherman's cable scarf and she brought it over so they come over every year to decorate gingerbread houses. She brought it over this year and we bound off. And she owns a gorgeous scarf now.
But now she's a crocheter.
Now she's a crocheter. She taught herself how to crochet because one of her friends is having a baby and she wanted to make a toy. And she sent me the picture and she's like, Amanda, can you make this? And I said, no, it's crochet. I could, but not time and not with the other commitments I have right now. I have to finish these cats because I have some other things that I promised to make that I haven't even started yet. I was like, I can't right now. And she's like, that's okay, I'll do it. And she made the legs and the body, but then something about the neck got to her. So she had to rip it all out. But she's in love with what she's doing, so she's still working on it.
Crochet toys are fun.
Yeah.
I've done a couple. And it's not like I can't crochet. I can crochet. I'm perfectly capable. And I've taught people to crochet. It's not my thing.
Yeah, I just don't love it as much. I have to pay more attention to it, which makes sense because I just don't know it as well.
Right.
And other than toys, I generally don't like what I see. Like, I'm just not as interested. I like drapey things, and crochet seems not that crochet can't be drapey. Mm-hmm. I am not saying that. But in general, crochet seems to be just a little bit
structured, yeah.
Yeah, more structured. And so I'm not as drawn to the garments in crochet as I am to the garments in knitting. And so I'm just enticed to make more knitting projects so I don't practice my crochet. So I end up in that situation of just not getting better at it, which means I don't want to do it because I can't do it while I'm doing something else. And, it just feeds into itself.
Yes, I totally understand. Makes sense. We've shown you no links today. I'm so sorry, guys. I have not done any screen sharing. You just got to see our pretty faces.
That's okay. There'll be links.
I'll put links down at the bottom. I've been trying to collect them as we've been going along. But, okay. Are you ready for the awesome?
Yeah.
I don't know what I think I've told you all of my super awesome stuff. So you guys, we know that we've had Tucker for years and years and years. Tucker is our traveling bear. And he's gone to, I believe, all 50 states. And he recently visited Jamaica. And now Tucker has decided that he's retiring. He's going to live on our shelf.
How is this awesome?
It's awesome because he has found a new friend who's going to go adventuring for him. And our new friend is a little smaller, so he can go more places, which means there'll be more pictures. And his name is Douglas.
Oh, hi, Douglas.
Douglas stands up on his own, and he will be joining us on new adventures as we go into the new year. So Tucker's retiring, but he's just going to live. He lives right up there on the shelf where he can watch us. Don't worry, he's up there. He's really far away from here, but he's like in the corner of the shelf. So he's just a little big sometimes to take with us because, backpack space. Yeah, backpack space and planes, it makes it a little more difficult. If we're driving, not a big deal. We throw Tucker into, but it's a little more difficult when he's larger. So, and he doesn't like to sit up on his own very well. So it makes getting pictures a little floppy. But Douglas stands up on his own, and so he will be joining us. And he was a gift from Dean's MA, who is amazing. Love his MA. And so Douglas will be joining us, and he's fuzzy.
He looks fuzzy.
So he'll be coming to Vogue Knitting Live.
Yeah,
an adventure or two in his very near future. So
maybe I'll knit him a scarf.
Yes, please knit him a scarf.
What do I have? I've got to have something to knit him a scarf.
Perhaps. It's not just something little. It doesn't have to be.
I know. I'm trying to think of what scrapyard I have around that would be good for Douglas.
Anyway, he's super cute, and I really enjoy him, and he's awesome.
Yay!
There's lots of awesomes going on around here. Our Christmas tree is one of them. Oh, there's Sam. This is Sam. He's right here. He's so excited that I'm paying attention to him.
Yeah, he is. Look at that.
Yeah. And then Ralph is over there on the couch. There. He's watching us too. So those are my babies. Jack is not joining us. He's our dog. Your babies aren't here either. Your babies are ready for you to join them in their.
Yeah, they're lurking just outside of. Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Okay, what's your awesome? I'm sorry. Tell me your awesome.
So my awesome this month, and well, because we had 2 months, it's been really, really hard to pick between your advent calendar and the holidays. And the girls have just been doing awesome at school. Danny got called to the principal's office for displaying great acts of bravery. I know. So much awesome stuff has been going on. But I narrowed it down and I picked 2. Is that okay? I picked 2.
Yeah, that's awesome. I had a really hard time this time too.
So, we missed 2 months. We didn't have one last month.
Yes.
So first, I have to say awesome is Pandemic Legacy.
Yes.
We have been playing this game. It's season 1. We played it for a year. Our friends Holly and Kyle started playing with us last year in January. We played every month for an entire year because there's 12 months to the game. It's a campaign game, and we finished just a couple weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks? Was it last weekend? It was last weekend. We finished last weekend. Oh my God. And the game, it's incredible.
And you won.
Incredible. Not only did we win, we decimated it. We destroyed it. We saved the world so hard. It was epic. And we won on the very last turn of the very last possible move with like 2 cards left in the deck. It was so close to utter failure. It was epic. It was incredible. It was so drama-filled. But it was like that for 12 months of this incredible game. The game is full of surprises and twists and turns, and I love it.
It sounds amazing. I think that we might be looking at doing that with my sister and
you absolutely should. Absolutely should. Do you guys need that for Christmas? I can add that to your Christmas list. I can have it shipped directly to you. I am so in love with this game.
Do you want to know what I saw at Target yesterday?
What?
Betrayal, Haunted House on the Hill. At Target.
I love that game too.
At Target. Yeah. And we're going to have to like do again after Christmas because we got some really cool stuff for people and I want to talk about it, but I can't talk about it.
I know. Us too.
So I need to wait.
I know. There's so many things that are just 2 days away that I can't talk about. Anyway, should Christmas come and go and Pandemic Legacy doesn't find its way to you.
Okay.
And it's needed so that this can happen with your game nights. you can count on my support.
Okay. I will let you know.
And then number 2, the other thing that I just really wanted to say that is awesome is my Girl Scouts. I am so proud of them. So we spent the first half of this year doing a journey, learning about animals, which is why we ended up at the zoo. But as the end of our journey, we had to share what we've learned about animals, how to take care of them, how to be safe around them. And the girls decided on their own that they wanted to create coloring pages for younger kids. And they came up with that idea. They latched onto it, and they made the most amazing coloring pages. And I'm just outrageously proud of them. They're incredible. And so,
can I say what my favorite one is? My favorite one is definitely the raccoon.
The raccoons. I can show you the raccoons. Like, we don't have to go through all of them. They're just fabulous. I'm so proud of these girls for all the hard work that they put in and just how heartfelt all of these projects are. Look at this. If you find a lost panda, call the zoo. This is great advice and utterly adorable. They filled my heart with joy. So this is Katie's favorite.
Don't touch a raccoon in the morning.
I love his little son. He's pretty harsh. He's harsh. Poor little raccoon. He's so sad.
Did I hear some extra laughing in there?
Yeah, we've got an audience. But if lost, call people to help. Build birdhouses. Look at this. I love them. Keep the oceans clean. These are incredible. Keep the oceans clean, not just for our sharks and our octopi, for the mermaids.
Yes.
For the mermaids. Plant flowers for the birds and the bees and the butterflies. I'm proud of these Girl Scouts. They worked hard. They learned a lot, and like they filled me with joy. And so that's my awesome.
They are awesome. You did a great job with that.
They did a great job.
Making it happen.
I love them. So that's my awesome. I'm all done before I start to cry.
Don't cry. Yeah. So I don't have any call to actions. Enjoy your Christmas or whatever holiday.
Happy holidays. Take some time for yourself and have some me time, some mental recharging. That's my call to action.
Happy Christmas.
All right.
Look at all those missing teeth.
I know. No.
All she wants for Christmas is her 4 front teeth.
Yeah, 4 front teeth. All I want for Christmas is my 4 front teeth.
Okay, we should stop podcasting and then I can talk to you guys some more. So, talk to the girls. We'll talk to y'all later. Let us know.
Bye.
Bye.